Cannes Lions is literally the Coachella of the marketing industry. It is the place that you have to be if you want to grow your creator career. On top of getting to meet brands that have sponsored me, my creator friends, some of whom I know you are swooning over behind a screen, wild yacht parties, celebrity DJs, panels and speaking sessions with people like Oprah, Gary Vee that you will not get anywhere else. But what I did not expect to learn about while I was there was how AI is actually impacting the creator economy right now. It is, in my opinion, going to be the biggest shift in the creator world, and we have to talk about it. I got to sit in rooms filled with people who are calling the shots on which creators are getting picked, paid, and trusted. And one conversation that kept coming up was how much AI is playing a role in how brands are shaping the creator economy, especially in 2026. Looking back now, I think a lot of that makes sense. Over 90% of my sponsors are AI brands, and yet there's still this misconception that only lifestyle brands have the money to sponsor creators. That is definitely not the case anymore. Tech and AI creators are getting a huge slice of the pie, and I think going forward, they're going to get an even bigger slice. And I really got to dive into these conversations about AI in the creator economy with brands and industry professionals while I was at Cannes. Here's everywhere AI is already showing up. So first, how creators are getting discovered. Second, how brand deals are getting done, how campaigns are being measured after the fact, and also how long-term partnerships are getting built. And that's just scratching the surface. I'm about to share everything that I learned at Cannes without holding back on you. I'm going to break down the biggest places that AI has worked its way into the creator economy in 2026, what you need to do about each one, especially if you are a creator trying to figure out what the heck your future looks like in the age of AI, so that hopefully by the end you can figure out how you're going to navigate this future state of the creator economy with AI in it and what you can do to adapt and thrive in the long term. So let's get into it. So there are 4 major areas where AI is showing up in the creator economy right now. First is in creator workflows. It's just part of the job now to have AI helping you in the content creation process. Right now, my workflow using AI in it looks like using it for researching, brainstorming ideas when I'm stuck, repurposing old content instead of starting from scratch every time, tightening up scripts so that I'm not rambling, and also keeping deliverables aligned with campaign briefs across different sponsorships. And so none of those workflows can actually happen without me. AI hopefully can't actually replace me in any of those processes. I still have to do the work, but it buys me back time so that I can focus on what matters over just constantly doing the repetitive stuff. So that would be things like content strategy, creating ideas, the actual storytelling of my personal story. So if you are not yet using AI anywhere in your workflow yet, this is your sign. I'm not going to judge you, but it's time to start. It's okay to just start experimenting and feel like a beginner, like actually embrace that feeling. Just don't let AI come anywhere near your personal judgment and taste. Use it to kill friction, not to actually think for you. And so I'm going to talk more about that later. Okay, the second area where AI is really showing up is in discovery and brand deals. Brands used to scroll on TikTok or Instagram manually, just like you and I do, hoping to stumble across the right creator. And that's just not how it's going to work anymore in 2026 and beyond, now that AI is reshaping what it actually means to be a creator. Here's what's happening. Platforms are using AI to read your profile and your content. So things like your content themes, audience fit, content performance, consistency, and brand safety, which means your content needs to be legible, not just to a human who stops mid-scroll, but also to the algorithm that is increasingly going to decide which creators are getting surfaced for a brand's given campaign. If your niche is unclear or if your content is all over the place, you're going to get passed over just because right now AI can't pick up on several different patterns. All right, now the third area where AI is really showing up is in search. It is time to learn a new acronym here, AEO, which stands for Answer Engine Optimization. Now you already know SEO, search engine optimization. That is where you are optimizing your content, ranking it in search so that you can earn those clicks. AEO, on the other hand, is the new version of that game. Now you are optimizing to show up inside the answers that AI gives somebody, not just the link sitting next to it. So imagine like somebody asks their AI tool what the best AI tools for creators are and how creators are actually using ChatGPT in their processes. Your content might literally become part of that answer if you create content that's relevant to that topic. Something else that I learned while I was at Cannes that really shocked me was that people who find your content through AI search results convert 8 times more and 62% faster compared to when you show up in a traditional search result, say in like Google. When AI refers your content, people skip the research and trust building that needs to happen before they decide to work with you, just because AI already vets that out for them and does that for them. So it serves up basically that information that the searcher needs to know. And if you are in that recommendation, you go straight into that conversion. Now, I was lucky enough to partner with Later while I was at Cannes. And part of the campaign that I had to do while I was there was looking at exactly how creator content becomes more discoverable inside this new like AI shaped search landscape. And this is where your content basically just stops being just content and starts being searchable proof for you. It becomes part of your social context and influence that shows up in places way beyond the platforms that you originally posted it on, and even way beyond Google searches. And finally, the last place that I noticed so many people were talking about AI playing a part is in campaign performance. Right now, AI is no longer just in this hype era. It has entered its ROI era. And that means that the conversation shifted from, oh, look at what AI can do, to, okay, that's cool, but what does it actually deliver for my bottom line? And that is happening especially in the creator economy right now. Brands and creators are done being just impressed by AI chatbots. They want speed, quality, conversions, and better decision making from being able to deeply integrate AI into their workflows. Which brings me to my next point. I'm going to say this part out loud. AI can speed up almost everything on this list, but it can't replace the reason that brands trust you in the first place. I don't think that was emphasized enough at Cannes. First, your taste is not replicable. Taste is basically the instinct for knowing which idea is good or bad, and that part still has to come from you. AI can hand you 10 different options, but it can't tell you which one is actually right for your audience. The second is your lived experience. The reason a brand is going to partner with you for the long term instead of just running a one-off campaign and moving on is because you are able to bring something that an algorithm can't fake, which is a real point of view built from actually doing what you're talking about. Okay, my next point is that trust takes time on purpose. Long-term partnerships are not going to be built off of just one well-optimized piece of content. It is built on having a long track record of you showing up consistently and being somebody that a brand can hand something important to without babysitting you. So here's how I think about it. AI can get you discovered faster, match you faster, even measure the performance of your partnerships faster, but it can't make a brand trust you faster. And that one still has to be earned the old-fashioned way, one partnership at a time, which is exactly why the creators I think that are truly winning right now are not the ones who are just using the most AI. They're the ones who know precisely what to hand off to AI and what to protect as actually part of themselves as irreplaceably human. So here's exactly what I would do this month if I were a creator who cares about my role in an AI-shaped creator economy. First is to audit your content and your positioning so that it is obvious to both humans and AI what you do and who you do it for. So tighten up your bio, clean up your pinned content, make your last 10 posts tell one clear story. Next, create at least one piece of content per key topic that directly answers a question that your audience or a brand would actually ask of you. Think things like tutorials, comparisons, reviews, frameworks, anything that AI can easily summarize and still want to credit you for. Next, start tracking your outcomes, not just like your views and your followers. I'm talking saves, clicks, signups, sales lift, wherever you can get that data, and keep it somewhere that you can point to the next time you are pitching yourself to a brand. Now, if LinkedIn is where you're trying to do most of this, like I do, I actually put together a whole system for LinkedIn creators called the LinkedIn Creator Playbook. You will get access to everything that I have learned from turning my LinkedIn content into a 7-figure business over the past 5 years. The link to that is in the description below if you want to join the waitlist for my next cohort. AI is not just changing how content gets made anymore, it is changing how creators get found, evaluated, and trusted. And the move here is not to become more machine-like or to use more AI. It is actually the opposite, getting more strategic, more searchable, and more valuable while still sounding unmistakably like yourself. And I think that was my biggest takeaway from Cannes Lions. If this was helpful at all to you, make sure you subscribe below because I will be tracking more of what I am seeing at the intersection of AI and the creator economy. It is truly like my passion. I love creating content about this. And I'm going to wrap this up by asking you one question. Out of all of these 4 areas, which one are you going to be focusing on the most? Comment the number below, 1 through 4. I will be reading those comments and I will see you guys in the next video.